Doctor Who was always a male and he was always straight. Sorry, that's how I feel about it. I wanted to sort of sit on this and ruminate on the Reality War episode of Doctor Who. As much as I wanted to turn the camera on as soon as I'd watched it on that Saturday when it came out and give a genuine live instant reaction of my immediate thoughts, I thought, no, I'm going to sit on this for a bit and just see how I feel in the long term about this and do some research. I have grown up with this show over a span of 20 odd years, and you know it's bad when a 20 odd year old lifelong fan who's grown up with it for quite a long period of time, you know it's bad when that fan just stops caring. I didn't have an issue with Ncuti as an actor. I thought he was good. I don't understand why the writing is so shit in Doctor Who now. Now, of course, I've watched the Reality War and I've had quite a few people comment on my previous videos about my thoughts on Doctor Who at the moment. A lot of you repeatedly kept saying to me, oh, this isn't true, Ncuti Gatwa isn't leaving, blah blah blah. It was true. It was being written in every single newspaper, and while I say journalism isn't to be 100% trusted, we all know how bad the storytelling has been with Doctor Who. We all know how bad the rating is with Doctor Who. It was not hard to believe that Ncuti was potentially going to leave and the show's potentially going to be put on the shelf. It still shocked me because Ncuti Gatwa has only done 2 seasons of Doctor Who. So I thought it was a shame. I did. And the episode itself was a pile of shite. I mean, Omega, what was that? Like, what was the point in the Rani? She got eaten in like the first, like, what was it? First 10 minutes of the episode or whatever it was. Like, there was this like huge build up for nothing really. I mean, there was just nothing to it. I really struggle with Doctor Who now to care about any of the characters. There's been a lot of talk from people saying that RTD, Russell T Davies, is simply a really crap writer. Now, whilst I want to agree with that, because his writing has been crap with this, it has. Like, sorry, I can't really defend it. It's crap writing. But I don't feel I can say that he's always been a crap writer, because he done over like 30 odd episodes for Doctor Who in the past. Like, he wrote Midnight, he wrote Turn Left, he wrote The Runaway Bride, he wrote Rose when Doctor Who first like came back. You know, he'd done, I think it was The Army of Ghosts, when Rose had her final moments with the Doctor when all the Cybermen and that came back. What I feel is the situation with Russell T Davies is that he's just completely out of touch with modern day society. He is trying to stay relevant in a very desperate way. I don't think he cares about the audience, specifically the old fans. He's seen this shift of the modern day society and he thinks, oh, we'll just sort of bung this in and like just for the sake of staying relevant. And there's just no heart goes into what he writes anymore. It's just everything is shock value. Which brings me to the other point of Billie Piper regenerating as the Doctor's new face. Now, it has been said that apparently she's not gonna be the actual Doctor, which I agree with, because obviously we can see in the credit roll at the end that it says introducing Billie Piper. It does not say introducing Billie Piper as the Doctor. So I agree, yeah, I don't think she's going to be the Doctor, because we all know that the show's so bad at the moment, it's going to be probably put on the shelf for a couple of years. They don't know the future of the show. So I'll tell you what they're doing. They're looking at the show and going, well, we're in a crisis at the moment. So what we'll do is, we already brought David Tennant back as the 14th Doctor, which was only for like 3 specials before he regenerated into Ncuti Gatwa, and that still went down the pan. So what we'll do is we'll bring another old legendary companion back to get the old fans back on board. It's all just completely shock value, and I hate content that is shock value and just for the sake of it. It reeks desperation. I can't even explain how disheartening it is in the way this show is being delivered to an audience now. There's no love in the writing at all. I mean, my immediate thoughts when I saw Billie Piper as the new face in the Regeneration scene, I thought, how fucking stupid. And then after thinking about it, I thought, well, she did take the time vortex into her mind in Bad Wolf, I think it was, back in, what was that, 2005 or something. So yes, maybe Russell T Davies has got a rough plan of how he's going to make sense of this. But considering she's obviously not going to be contracted as the Doctor for the rest of season 16, is it? It is a pure act of desperation to get old fans on board. It's nothing but shock value content to get us to go, oh my god, Billie Piper. Billie Piper's amazing. She was great at Rose. But I just can't stand it when writers know a show's in a crisis and they go, well, okay, what best known face can we pull back in just to like make this watch-worthy? My cats have got more character than this show at the moment. I think it's obvious that Doctor Who is going to be put on the shelf for a couple of years until they can revive it in some way. But if and when they do, I have no idea how Russell T Davies or any other writer that's going to take this over, because his writing is really crap at the moment. I don't know how they are going to write their way out of this. We have Billie Piper as the current Regeneration new face. It doesn't even deserve a intelligent intellectual review. It just doesn't. I mean, the Reality War episode itself, the whole thing with Poppy coming out of the Wish World and Belinda being the mum, and I thought, oh, this is obviously like some made up world, which it was. But then it later transpires that, oh, this is the Doctor's daughter and Belinda's the mother. I mean, how does that work? Because we've already just seen this show try and raise awareness of it's okay to be gay. So we know that Ncuti Gatwa's doctor was gay, obviously. But now he's suddenly got a daughter with Belinda. I mean, it's enough to fuck up anyone's heads, really. None of it makes any sense. I don't care what anyone says at this point. I really don't care. You can't even justify the bullshit that's being written at the moment. You can't, I'm sorry. When you've got a show that was always well known as a sci-fi classic logical show that always had amazing twists and great writing, and now suddenly it's full of what I can only describe as just sheer desperation and shock value, and the writing is full of, I don't even know what to call it. Like Ncuti Gatwa's doctor was supposed to be gay, wasn't he? Like, that was the whole point in the previous episodes. He even got called out for being gay and calling a man beautiful in the Wish World episode in part 1 of the finale. But then he's got this daughter with Belinda. I mean, it's just, the show is no longer a sci-fi show at this point. It's just all about raising awareness of people's sexuality and gender, and it's just like, I can't do it. As for the Billie Piper thing, Billie Piper is amazing, but come on, I mean, I would have rather they just not added any kind of new face at the end, because that was just stupid. I'm sort of intrigued to see how they're going to write their way out of this, but then I think all this has done is piss the fans off even more, to be honest. I can't even pretend to be reasonable about this, because it's just shit. There's nothing. I can't sum up a formal, well-worded review without highlighting the fact that it's just all clearly bullshit. 500,000 Reality War pulled in on that Saturday when it aired. 500,000. A show that used to pull in over 10 million in one night. And you can sit and say to me, oh, well, viewing habits have changed now. We got the internet, we got this, we got that. It doesn't matter. The 28-day period viewing ratings is in now, and it is atrocious. It is absolutely barbaric. Just don't even revive it at this point. And if you're going to revive it, give us another male doctor. Don't go down that road of, oh, we've got to bring in another female doctor now, whether it's going to be Billie Piper or not. No, I'm as a woman, I'm saying I do not agree with the female doctor. I liked Jodie Whittaker, but I just don't agree with it. Doctor Who was always a male and he was always straight. Sorry, that's how I feel about it. Maybe I'm stuck in the times. Maybe I'm set in my ways, but I'm sorry. This bullshit writing does not work. That's what I have to say.